Why, Albedo? Why have you turned evil? I was so excited to pull on you. I saved so many Primogems in order to get you. But after I watched that trailer and I saw you fighting against the Traveler, I thought that I should save even more Primos to get your constellations too. Okay, no, but cut this part. So do you know that Albedo is not a human, and why he is fighting against Traveler, Eula and Bennett? Is he turned evil? Even if he is turned evil, whose side will Sucrose take? And what is the meaning of this sequence in which all these characters are fighting? Do you know that the Albedo we saw in the trailer was an imposter and not the original one? And do you know Kaya is the reason behind Albedo getting evil? So if you want to know all the answers to these questions, stick with me throughout the video. In this video we'll find out all the answers to these questions. So hello my dear Hillbillies Rituals, this is your Bismage speaking. So in Genshin Impact 2.3 Shadows Amidst Snowstorms trailer showcases a scene where the Traveler is accompanied by Eula, Amber and Bennett, where all of these three characters fight against Albedo. So this particular scene has startled many fans in the Genshin community, and with that I am here to discuss whether Albedo will go evil or not, and can we see a boss fight of Albedo just like Childe. So yeah my dear Hillbillies Rituals, this video is going to be very interesting, and before starting off the video I want you guys to hit that subscribe button and also press the bell icon to never miss the future updates of our videos. So Bard, roll the intro. So Genshin Impact recently conducted the 2.3 update preview livestream, and as expected, it contained several surprising announcements from new Geo characters such as Itto and Gorou to the return of Albedo and Eula. Players can expect a lot from the upcoming patches, but still, one of the biggest highlights of the livestream was the Cairo vision of Albedo. It's well known, and I know all of you know that Albedo is a Geo character. So after watching him using Cairo attacks, fans were confused, and fans got even more confused when he performed his Cairo attack against Eula and Bennett in the trailer. So first let me tell you that Albedo is not a human, he is an artificial human, and if I tell you his story in short, so he was created by Rhine daughter. So basically she is an alchemist from Khaenri'ah, and she is described to be very cold and strict. However, she is also friends with Alice, and I think most of you know who Alice is. Yup, she is Klee's mom. So despite his many talents, Albedo has a strange backstory that points to him likely not being completely human. So yeah, all we know about Albedo so far is that he's one of the most curious characters in Mondstadt. He is usually secluded from the rest of the cast and would rather spend his time in freezing temperatures of Dragonspine than working in town. He is a very talented bioalchemist and is capable of reviving plants that come from other worlds, and he is very powerful too. But all we have seen from him before the livestream was that he is a good character, but when we saw that Albedo attacked Eula, after watching that sequence, many fans thought why Albedo is fighting against Eula, Bennett and the Traveler. So yeah, there are many theories about this particular sequence, and between those theories, the most popular theory claims that the Albedo seen in the trailer is not real but an imposter, cause in the trailer, Albedo was using Cairo vision, which we don't usually see in the game, cause Albedo is a Geo character, and yes, the original Albedo who has a Geo vision is a right-handed character, and that Cairo Albedo we saw in the trailer was using his left hand to perform elemental skills and burst, and many players also believe that Albedo is being controlled by the Cairo Wopoflower boss that got leaked recently. So they believe that the Wopoflowers can transform to pretend to be other plants, and they are saying the evil Albedo who used Cairo powers was the giant Wopoflower boss in disguise. And there is one more theory that fans who have closely followed the Genshin Impact lore must remember several incidents that hinted towards a mysterious relationship between the Cairo and the Geo elements. During an event quest, Kaya talked to Albedo about the incompatible nature of Pyro and Cairo. He further added that Cairo and Geo, in contrast, are more suitable elements. So some fans assume that Kaya has somehow taken control over Albedo, cause as we know, he was always fascinated by the Geo element. However, if I tell you the most straightforward answer regarding regarding Albedo's Chirovision is because of his understanding of alchemy. Undoubtedly, he is one of the most intelligent characters in the Genshin Impact universe, and he can also discover a way to use two visions at the same time. So it's possible that the Albedo which we saw in the trailer was the original Albedo using Chirovision, and one of the Albedo's goals is trying to find his master. So it's likely his actions in the trailer have something to do with that. Albedo is also the kind of a person who doesn't explain his actions, like how he figured right away during the 1.6 event that everything was set up by Alice, but he didn't told anyone until the truth automatically came up. So it's possible that Albedo is definitely up to something which we don't know yet, and that's why he's fighting, and I think it's for a greater good, cause as we know, Albedo never explains the reasons behind his actions. So yeah, it's possible that he is doing this for greater good. And one more thing can also be possible, that he lost control, cause in the Genshin Impact version 1.2, the Chalk and the Prince Dragon update, during the Albedo's story quest, he tells the traveler that if one day I lost control, destroy Mondstadt, destroy everything, can I rely on you to stop me? So yeah, it can also be possible that Albedo lost his control finally, but I think it has very low chances, cause there is one thing I am sure about, that Albedo will not go evil because the traveler is there to stop him. And now, if we talk about is there an Albedo's boss fight in Genshin Impact 2.3 update, so from the looks of it, we may get a one-time Albedo boss fight in the Dragon Spine area. After the traveler defeats Albedo, he may come back to his senses, and I think there are very less chances that Albedo will be a weekly boss just like Childe, although I am sure that we will fight against Albedo at least once. So now finally, if we talk about whose side Sucrose will take, then all the things we know so far is that Albedo is one of the only characters that Sucrose associate herself with, which is something they both have in common. So yeah, Sucrose really likes Albedo, as we have seen many times, and I think if Albedo is fighting against Eula, Bennett and the Traveler, then she will take the side of Albedo, of course. And the reason why I am telling you this is because Sucrose is the only character who is very close to Albedo, and I think she must have a clue why Albedo is doing all this, and she can also interfere in between the battle to stop the fight. So all in all, players will have to wait until the release of Shadows Amidst Snowstorms event in the Genshin Impact 2.3 update to learn more about the Cairo version of Albedo and what are the reasons behind his actions. So yeah, my dear Hillbilly Literals, this is all I can tell you about this upcoming event. So now I will see you in the next video. Take care, my dear Hillbilly Literals.